Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball and 2K Sports. And a glance at nearly 42,000 fans on hand for our ball game. Our starting pitcher in this ball game, Jeremy Bonderman. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Yankees lineup?
Well, not a great matchup right here for this pitcher, as this is not the kind of lineup that he fares very well against. So he could be in a little bit of jeopardy early on, and we should know early in this game.
Now sponsored by Pepsi, this is how Joe Girardi's offense looks. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, all you ask from your players is to give them some consistency, and Johnny Damon throughout his career has done that. He's a guy that can hit for average. He can hit the ball of the ballpark.
I'm out for the Yankees. One game after another, they really do not.
It's high right now. The way they've been playing, there's no team in baseball that can handle this team.
Inge and Cano set down. And Derek Jeter up. One out, bases empty. Smash towards the middle, and it's in there. That hitting streak continues. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy at first base. Pay a lot of attention to him, because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time.
And it's Mark Teixeira at the plate.
So an MVP type season in 2009 for Mark Teixeira. A lot of
that one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. Off the wall, right center. Jeter's trying for the plate. The throw. And he's in there to score all the way from first base. Mark Teixeira, not only the bat, but his job at first base. He solidified the infield and had an 09 season to remember.
Well, you can talk to anyone in baseball that played in the American League, and especially players on the Yankees, and they said that the World Series would not have been won if Mark Teixeira weren't their first baseman. He saved so many runs for that pitching staff, and that gives them confidence to not be afraid to throw it over the plate.
Looking to drive in the run from third. Alex Rodriguez with one away. Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
Well, they staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. That's foul.
Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that, because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunities.
Bonderman winds up for the 1-2 pitch. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Oh, Gary, that's a great pitch right there. Great command and control. Hitting his spot down and in. That makes it real tough on the hip.
Changeup just misses. 1-0.
I looked locked in last night the way he swung the bat. Good stroke, good contact. See if he can't get it going again today to add those 2 hits from yesterday.
The 2-0 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike. Swing and a miss. Damon not making contact to even it up.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
Johnny Damon on a swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 3. And out on the mound, we've got Javier Vasquez. New York's got him starting in this one. Steve, what do you think? What's he thinking about looking at this Detroit hitter lineup?
When you watch Javier Vasquez out on the mound, you know you're going to see quality stuff. He has a fastball in the low 90s that he can locate very well. He also has an unbelievable curveball, a cut fastball, and a changeup with great deception. He can work his assortment of pitches wherever he wants.
This with a curve, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Vasquez. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And Inge is retired. Sponsored by Pepsi, a chance to check out the Tigers lineup. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, anytime Miguel Cabrera's in the lineup, the other team has to game plan against him.
A smash to first, picked up by Teixeira. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Hard grounded to short. Jeter throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So 1-2-3 inning for Javier Vasquez. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And Curtis Granderson up. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Bonderman. Fly ball deep left, but it'll end up in the seats fouled. On the way. And he fouls off another one.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off. Great piece of hitting.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as K. Gardner at the plate. One of the best batting averages in the league. And he tries to get one down. Bonderman. And he throws to first in time. Out number 2. Let's have a look at the current state of the race with the State Farm standings board in the Central Division. The Tigers in first. It's the White Sox in second. Third belongs to the Twins. Fourth place the Indians. And it's the Royals in last place. And a swing and a miss by Dye as the pitcher gets one back to knot it up. He hit a low 231 last year against the Tigers in Detroit. That one's too low. Bonderman missing. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a called strike on the outer half. It'll even things at 2.
When you can spot your 4-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
Here's a big pitch to Dye. Swung on, hit. Santiago. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And a good defensive. And Maglio Ordonez to lead it off. Hit sharply towards the hole. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. It's Rayburn at the plate.
Oh, another outstanding season in 2009 for.
Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Vasquez. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
That's good baseball right there. He read the infielders and got it down and deadened the ball just like he needed to beat it out.
It's going to be Santiago now. He's got the best average in the division. And the check by Teixeira watching that lead. A swing line to left center. And that's through a base hit. The opportunity for offense is right now. Larish at the plate. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. The second for 1. Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
It's Laird at the plate. That one's drilled to short. Jeter. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up no runs.
That's how you work out of trouble, folks.
There's your manager, Jim Leyland. And right now, his team trailing by a run, figuring out the necessary pieces of the puzzle to get this thing at least tied up. And here's Jorge Posada. Right there in the top 5 in home runs. Bonderman gets him to go after that one, and he missed it. It'll be a strike.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out, and a guy that really can deliver for this offense.
That'll bring up Robinson Cano. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. A runner on first, no outs. And Cano ready for the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Bonderman gets him looking.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate. Day in and day out, that consistency is critical to their success.
Cano not fooled by that. Count is evened up.
A big contribution offensively for him last night, driving in 3 runs.
He deals. Foul fastball. Now the count 1-2.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
Now Laird sets the target. And Robinson Cano will go down swinging. That is strike 3.
Well, here's a look back at the pitches leading up to that strikeout. Took 5 pitches.
That's a tough at bat, let me tell you, John. He goes away empty-handed.
Yeah, and if you're a guy that strikes out a lot, you're just trying to look to put a quality at bat on him. So 5 or 6 pitches, look, it's not the worst thing that could happen, but a strikeout nonetheless.
This at bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
The thing with Derek Jeter in 2009, Joe Girardi, even though he played 153 games, anytime there was a blowout, Joe Girardi got him out of the game to get him that little extra rest. And I think down the stretch, that helped Derek Jeter, not only for the month of September, but into the postseason. That's why he performed so well in the two.
Now a swing and a shot toward second.
There's no way beside it.
Terrific opportunity right now for the Yankees.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And it's Mark Teixeira at the plate. He's the league leader in hits.
What? I didn't go.
No go is the call, so he'll dig back in again. And Mark Teixeira watches that one go by. That'll even up the count. Last year, he was 6 for 23 off the Tigers. And he watches the outside pitch from Bonderman for a ball.
Well, you want to keep an eye on the runner right here. 2-1 count. They're not likely to pitch out. If the runner gets put in motion, you might see a hit and run right here.
Called strike on the outside corner. Full 3-2.
When in doubt, go down and away. He throws the slider exactly where he wants to. Tough pitch to hit.
Big pitch. Oh, Posada takes off. He makes contact. Line drive. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. Posada's trying for the plate. And they will tag him out at second. And the run comes in.
A big-time hitter at the plate. And you know what? He didn't get the base hit, but he was able to pick up a run. A productive out. That's what good teams do.
Here's Rodriguez's first look. Bonderman gets him to go after that one. And he missed it. It'll be a strike. Here's the pitch. And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
Well, last night's ball game got a couple runners on base in front of him, and then they made a mistake, and he hit one out of the ballpark. So a good piece of hitting, a way to capitalize on those mistakes.
The 2-1 pitch. He swings and nails a liner.
Nice RBI for Alex Rodriguez.
Runner could come home. Openings for this lineup offensively. Don't give it to them now because they are hot.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Runner on first now for Johnny Damon. So the direction here, Steve. Line shot into center field. And he can't make the play. This could be trouble. It's off the wall on a hop. Rodriguez is heading home. And the throw. And he crosses the plate all the way from first base. Production. Oh, the Yankees have found it, and they're keeping it going. This is the way you do it. You want to pick up that extra base hit. It's a risk, and it worked.
Well, you can tell he really wanted it. You see him going in hard, diving into third base, just under the throw to make it.
Made a great turn at second base.
Jay Curtis driving that run. Let's go up by 5.
Fresh count on Granderson. Here it comes. And he misses high. Bonderman not able to get him to chase it.
Well, third inning of this ball game, Gary, and clearly he's run into a little bit of a brick wall and up over 20 pitches right here.
Swing and a miss by Granderson. That'll knot that count up. Look at the season average for him last year. 230 against the Tigers here at Comerica Park.
Hey, Bonderman, you getting tired yet?
Got it in the dirt, but he held on. And a ground ball. Cabrera gets through. That run's gonna score.
Uh-oh, I get speed on first now.
Oh, this offense, every opportunity they get, they manufacture something out of it.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, this guy's completely lost it out there now. They've strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly, he's run out of gas.
Oh, and Granderson takes off. And he is out trying to take second. Tough inning. 27. And it's Everett batting. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning. He takes that one. Vasquez has him 0-1.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
One away now.
Line drive right there.
And Brandon Inge at the plate.
Well, in 2009, Brandon Inge played in 161 games. He had some good power numbers, though, with those 27 home runs, but he only hit .230.
That one gets down for a base hit. And that'll bring up Carlos Guillen. For Brandon Inge about finding a place to play defensively, moving from behind the plate down to 3rd base primarily now.
Yeah, and I tell you what, though, you watch him play 3rd base, and he has such an outstanding throwing arm. Very athletic player at 3rd.
Fantastic chance here.
Well, even though it was a tough loss in the last game, the fact that this guy had 3 hits in the game, I have to tell you that there's signs of he's going to get on a hot streak, and he's starting off this one already on a strong note.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Cabrera needs to be protective of that zone.
3 big hits in that game last night, and they'd love to get that contribution again today.
There's a swing, line drive, center field, and it's through. Cabrera brings him home. Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just line softly to center field. Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
1 out with runners at 1st and 2nd. Swing and a rocket toward short. There's one. And the double play. They got them both. And so Javier Vasquez heads to the dugout. Chance to get an expression from Joe Girardi. He's not happy with his club. Still out in front, but he knows they cannot afford to have innings like that and still win. The first pitch. Swing and a ball hit well down the right field line.
Brett Gardner with the homer.
Home run. Add 1 more to that lead. Fly ball out of here, 4 up.
Oh, Yankees continuing to score here, Gary. Credit the offensive charge.
Hit in the air to center field.
And he's out.
And Dye set down. 1 away. Zach Miner's going to be pitching. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated.
Okay,
but the starter
hip,
wasn't
hip,
getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from
hip,
it.
And here's Jorge Posada. And one of the top 10 averages right now.
Hip, hip, oh, hey.
Here's the 1-0. And Posada swings and misses at that one. We're leaving it up. Batting 1 for 5 last season off the Tigers on the road. Takes a swing at that fastball. Doesn't get to it. 1-2.
Now, if you got a chance to watch the game last night, you saw he took advantage of getting a pitch and hitting it out of the ball.
Up the middle. Everett picks it up. And Posada set down. And Robinson Cano to bat. And one of the league's most prolific hitters in the top 5. And Cano ready for the first pitch. Swung and a ground ball to 3rd. Inge throws on to first. Side is retired. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Yankees with some breathing room, up by 4. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. He takes that one. Vasquez has him 0-1.
I did not swing at that pitch. I mean, he throws your fastball right down the middle. You got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver.
Still 0-2. shot towards the hole. This one right in between them for a base hit. Here's what New York has lined up. Thursday, they wrap this Detroit series. And then a home series facing the Twins. And they feature Denard Span. Boy, have they been rolling. That's a 3-game series. And after that, defending home field, they'll do it against the Red Sox and their star, Dustin Pedroia. A team they didn't have too much trouble with in their previous series. So quite a few home games they'll be looking to capitalize. Curveball got him one away.
That's a huge breaking ball, 78 miles per hour.
It's down in the zone, but it's definitely a hittable pitch. Looks like the pitcher just caught him looking for something else, and it threw off his timing.
Outstanding work right there, John. And for the rest of the lineup, maybe they'll be second-guessing the next time around when they face him, especially with 2 strikes. Javier Vasquez gives himself some breathing room with strike 2. Swung on, line softly, left side. Into left field. This a great situation for some offense. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Swings and misses at the fastball. That'll even the count at 1. There's a strike, bottom half of the zone. 1-2 now. Vasquez with the pitch. Changeup, swung on and missed. That's the out. Number 2.
Wow, that would
The
have
sad
fallen.
thing is the runner at second base had nowhere to go as he rings up the batter on 4 pitches.
And obviously, John, pitcher decided I'm going to worry about the hitter here and get him out of there.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can strand the runner again with some more great pitching.
It's going to be Inge. He's often walked. Top swing and lined up the middle. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And he'll come in to score. Boy, this lineup, they are hot right now. The chances, they are productive. First pitch, AB begins to Guillen. Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. 1-0 pitch, slider, runs outside, 2-0.
And now with...
There's a swing and a line drive. And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. Now here comes a runner for the plate. And he scores from second base. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at-bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
And Miguel Cabrera to bat.
Well, with the bats like we just saw, you know they're gaining some confidence right now, cutting the deficit and getting themselves a little bit closer. Let's see if they can take the lead.
So they pick up 4 hits in the...
Oh, I can't let that happen.
Derek Jeter will lead it off. Top 5 AL and runs. Scored. First pitch to Jeter. Hot shot towards the hole. And he'll be tagged out at first base. And it's Mark Teixeira at the plate. He's number 1 in runs scored in the league. Whoa, that misses badly. 1-0. A 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Teixeira not making contact, evening up the count. No hits, only 1 at bat last season off Zach Minor. It's fouled away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Look at the big break on that pitch. That's huge. At 82 miles per hour, that's a tough pitch.
And Alex Rodriguez to bat. He's the league leader in ribbies. Here's Rodriguez's first look. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Well, one of the offensive leaders in the game this year, and obviously a guy who's getting the job done for this offense, and somebody they've really come to rely upon.
And Zach Minor now 0-2 count.
Let's see if they go right at him or if they're going to waste a pitch. They're way ahead right now.
Line shot into center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact.
We got to add to the lead here.
And that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate. Last time up, triple home run. 2 outs and a man on first. The pitch. Damon swings and misses for strike one. 250 average lifetime. That's 1 for 4 against Zach Minor. And Johnny Damon watches that one go by. The count is even.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That'll retire the side. Caught by Guillen. No runs. And Maglio Ordonez to bat. He's going to start the home half of the 5th. And Ordonez settles in. First pitch. That's hit foul by Ordonez. Now Posada sets the target. And with 2 strikes on him, Maglio Ordonez now needs to make sure of contact. Hit sharply towards the hole. And it gets through. Now the tying run at the plate.
A lot of tough teams in the American League. Let's take a look at where the Yankees sit right now in the rankings. First in doubles. He was first in triples. And they're also the #1 team in batting average, better than everybody else, putting the ball in play, finding the holes to get base hits, and really the great depth of the lineup.
Out on the mound, Juan Gutierrez. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
And the first pitch. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Here's a prime production opportunity for the Tigers.
Now this one's coming to the inside part of the plate, but he manages to put the bat on the ball and drive it to right field.
We call that a muscle hit, Steve. He just muscled that to the opposite field.
Now, how do you know it's a muscle hit?
Muscles. Take a look at these.
Oh, guns.
Swing and a liner to right center. And it gets down as Ordonez will cross the plate. There's the throw. And he is safe at third ahead of that play. And the Detroit Tigers, wow, what a momentum swing for them. No outs and the corners are covered. First pitch, here it comes. Curveball misses badly, 1-0.
Well, I'll tell you, what an approach from this team. I mean, coming back into this ball game, 1 run away from tying it up, and you have to credit how relentless they've been offensively.
There's a swing and a liner. 1, 2. They got both of them that time. And count the run. Game tied. It's Laird at the plate. The pitch. First pitch is a slider in there. 0-1.
Well, Gary, this guy has an outstanding slider. Such a tough pitch to hit. It almost needs a turn signal when he gets to the plate.
Well hit towards the middle. Jeter plays that one. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. They pick up 2 runs, 3 bases. Taking a look at Jimmy Leland. You can sort of feel that hunger, first and foremost, making sure his staff can do their part. First count on Granderson. Here it comes. It's fouled off. And Zach Minor now 0-2 count.
The hitter needs a 2-strike approach. Shorten up the swing. Think about going the other way.
Lined hard down the left field line. Bounces up against the wall. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double. Gardner at the plate.
They better be careful, Gary, with him on second base. He can run, and he has the ability to read the pitcher and get a good jump as well.
Cabrera will keep an eye on him on the bag. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Tried to get him to bite when he lays off outside. 1-2.
Now, his put-away pitch is that changeup. It's been very effective to change speeds.
There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. There's the throw. And he's safe at first base. Yikes, that's a stolen runner right there.
Well, swinging a bad pitch out of the zone. The catcher could not keep it in front to get the out. Could be a costly mistake. We'll see how it affects the rest of the game.
Great chance to do something on an out that should have been recorded and wasn't. RBI chance, Jermaine Dye. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. There's a throw over. And Cabrera keeping him on the bag. Trying to keep him close. He's back on the bag. First. Oh, both runners on the move. Runners on the move. And 2. They pull off the double play. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. And it's Everett batting. First pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
And Cano with the catch.
This ball scorched right at the second baseman, but he showed quick reflexes to be able to make the play.
And Brandon Inge at the plate. He leads the American League in walks. Curveball just misses 1-0.
Love his patience at the plate. One of the best in the game at doing it. Work the pitcher. He seems to never chase the ball off the plate.
He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
The 1-2 pitch. Catches the strike zone. Brandon Inge is out of there.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Cam.
Well, he gets him looking on a beautiful pitch for the strike.
It just froze him, and he knows it. Not an easy pitch, but you still want him taking a hack at that one.
First pitch, AB begins to Gia. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-1. The numbers over his career, 256 against the Yankees. That one swung on, hit in the air. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on board. That will bring Miguel Cabrera up.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
And Phil Hughes is the pitcher as the Yankees turn to him in relief. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be against this Detroit? Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. This one towards Granderson. That's caught. Side is retired. No runs on a base hit. They leave one man on at first. And Jorge Posada up. He'll start things off here in the 7th. Now the first pitch. Line towards third and foul. Here's the pitch. And this is bounced foul to the left side. He sends this one in the air towards center. And Rayburn's able to get to that one. And here's Robinson Cano. And Cano ready for the first pitch. Lined up the middle. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base.
Now a look at Robinson Cano and how he sits in the rankings. Second doubles, second triples, and he's also ranked in the top 5 in hitting with runners in scoring position. A guy that's delivered in the clutch, getting it done, and being a run producer for his team.
Here is Derek Jeter. Swings a little late that time, strike one. And Jeter watches that one go by. The count is even.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
2-1 pitch. Swung on line to right center field. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And here's Cano for the plate. And he comes in to score, and they have snatched that lead.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Now Mark Teixeira. Steve, great determination by this offense. It looks like they may take charge of this ball game late.
Well, they were given an opening, and they took it. And now they have a lead late in the game.
Brief moment to see who's on top in our State Farm League leaderboard in hits. Number 1, Mark Teixeira. Second is Alex Rodriguez. In the 3rd spot, Curtis Granderson. 4th, Robinson Cano. And Jermaine Dye is number 5. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 1 away.
All Yankees. All top 5 hitters.
And Laird spotting the pitch. Fastball swung out of this.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
That's a strike for an 0-2 count. Rodriguez has got to protect. Pitch on the way. Headed for the middle. And that'll hold the runners at the corners. Well, Steve, let's take a look. Nice play.
Well, I agree, Gary. That's a good play. The manager's going to be very proud of that one.
Joel Zumaya is going to be pitching as the Tigers decide to bring in a reliever.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game.
That fastball gets by him on the first pitch. 0-1.
As a hitter, you don't want to fall too far behind in the count. Right now, you want to be able to know what pitch he's going to throw.
Joel Zumaya for strike 2. Now let's see if he wastes one here.
Well, a great pitch right there. Threw in that slider, hit her just out in front of it. Swung early, came up empty.
And Maglio Ordonez to lead it off. 2 for 3 thus far. At the belt, Hughes kicks and throws. Starts him off with 1 at the knees for a strike.
Down by 1. Nobody out here in the 7th inning. You want to try to get somebody on base. And
Swings, lines this one back up the middle. Jeter. And that will retire Ordonez.
Big Jeter with that great.
It's Rayburn at the plate.
And Ryan Rayburn was a part of that revolving outfield that Jim Leland had in Detroit in 2009. But
towards the middle. And Cano picks it up. Over to Teixeira. 2 away. It's going to be Santiago now.
Alrighty. We're going to do a slider. Bring
First
it in
pitch.
on the pit batter.
And he lays one down here. Hughes. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
sometimes you just have to force the defense to make a play. You get the bunt down and see what happens. In this situation, worked out for the best.
First pitch is a curveball outside, 1-0.
2 outs here in the 7th inning, Gary. And obviously, the game's getting short. You're down by a run. You need a 2-out rally. Don't wait. Every inning is an opportunity. You've had 2-out rallies before, so you can get it going here.
The throw, and he is safe at first. He's on board.
But when you're setting your defense, you don't set your defense for guys not to hit the ball well. This ball wasn't hit hard.
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throw over to second base, a force to retire the side. No run. And Curtis Granderson up. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8.
Okay, we got have a seat.
Fresh count on Granderson. Here it comes. And swing and a miss on Zumaya's pitch. 0-1.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
And it's 0-2. Granderson, short swinger anyway, will just look to contact here. Hit hard on the ground to short. Played by Everett. And so Granderson retired. Gardner at the plate.
Okay, Brett.
Nobody on base, one away. Zumaya with a windup. Can't get him to chase it. That's low, ball 1.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
1-1 on the way. There's a swing and a smash. That one, a one-hopper off the wall. He's going to head for third. Well, in a ball game like this, you make this kind of a play, you had better be safe.
You are in scoring position on second base. This is a very risky play. It worked out, but you have to wonder if it was too risky to take.
Now, Jermaine Dye. Big opportunity here for the Yankees. And the runner's breaking from third. And bango, he slams into him. And he is out. Oh, my, what a scene. The catcher blocking the plate and still made the play. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired.
Yeah, tried to do
So
a suicide
no runs on
squeeze.
one hit and nobody left on.
Didn't work.
And now, here come the Tigers. This is going to be the last half. And there is Joe Girardi. And this one-run lead he's got, will it be enough? We're going to see. It's going to be Jabba Chamberlain on the mound. He's coming on in relief for the Yankees. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of now as he looks at this Detroit lineup?
Jabba Chamberlain out on the mound. He's a guy with an overpowering fast.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And it's in there, the tying run on board. Here are the standings in the Eastern Division, brought to you by State Farm. Still plenty of games to be played. Yankees in first place.
29
It's the
to
Blue
2,
Jays
guys.
in
Did you see
second.
that?
Orioles
29
third
to
place.
2.
Red Sox seated fourth. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. Damon. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away. Batting is Carlos Guillen. First pitch, AB begins to Guillen. Here's a swing and a line drive. 2 men have been put away. It's Miguel Cabrera. Runner on first, 2 away. Swung on and ripped towards second. Throws to first, side is retired. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches.
4 pitches to get out
And
of
it's
that.
Jorge Posada in the box now.
Big name right there. Ariana
Here's the
Rivera.
pitch to Posada. And swing and a miss on Zumaya's pitch, 0-1.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
Posada.
There's a swing, fly ball down the line and
He's
left.
out.
Guillen will field. Comes up with it in his tracks. Cano at the plate. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. Zumaya with a windup. And Cano watches it low for a ball.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and
100 mile
believe me,
per hour.
very difficult to hit.
Here's the 2-0. Pitch misses. Ball 3. Now
Going so
Cano,
hard, he
he
has
may
no
take
control.
one here.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
And that's another foul ball. And on a full count. And he fouls another one off. Full count. Here's Zumaya. And Robinson Cano will go down swinging.
Robbie.
That is strike 3.
A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
2 outs. Base is empty. Now the first pitch. And he swings and hits this one foul.
Come on, Jeter.
Strike 2. No balls. 2 strikes. Jeter will be edging up on that plate a little. The hitter back up the middle. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Next up, Tigers. Jimmy Leland looking on. And he knows there's not a lot of time to get the all-important tying run, focusing right now on doing that. And doing the pitching, it'll be Merino Rivera. He's going to be pitching as the closer for New York. Johnny faces these Detroit hitters. Main objective?
No pitcher in Major League Baseball has the guts to go out there and face Major League hitters with only one pitch. But that's what Mariano Rivera can do. Ever since he started closing, he has finished games for the Yankees, and he will continue to do that with that cutter. Let's see how these hitters try to combat that cutter today.
And Ordonez settles in. First pitch. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss behind. 0-1.
You got to force him to earn it right now. I think you've got to throw strikes, Gary. No free passes. No hit by pitches. Don't pitch him inside. Throw away. You don't want to leak one inside and give up a home run.
And a great pitch. That'll catch Maglio Ordonez looking. Strike 3.
Now we're going to get another look here at that cut fastball here on K-Cam.
Not the best pitch to work with, but he should have at least tried to make contact and put it in play.
John, from a pitcher's standpoint, good effort on that delivery?
Well, yeah, it definitely was. The batter's knees just buckled on that one. But I think he's still...
The pitch. Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
When you're getting guys out with 3 pitches, you know you're dominating.
That's a time when you know you're definitely in the zone, and he was on that at bat. Here's the first pitch. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Rivera safe at first base. They got a base runner. Blarish at the plate. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. Rivera with a delivery. Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
And that runs too far inside. 1-2. He fouls that one off. Struck him out, and the ball game is over. Well, they got that time.
Here we have it, folks.
Stranded.
That is game 3. I hope you enjoyed that game. I know it wasn't the best.
When they had to make
I kind of started giving up runs in the middle of the game there, but Mariano Rivera, we came back, took the lead in the 7th inning,
A lot of times,
and
Gary,
because
you
of
come
my
into a game,
ability
and
of being able
you
to
dissect
turn
the game
around
through
and
every at bat. Most of the time,
play
you're only
with
thinking
my
you're going to get 4
my
at bats.
pitching
Well, this
schemes
guy
that I
got
have
5
in my
hits today,
bullpen, I
and
was
the
able
best
to
thing
shut
about
them down
those
in the
5
last
hits
bit of
is
the
that it
inning.
meant to leading his team to a
But I hope
win.
you enjoyed
You'll
this
remember
game.
this
Don't
one
forget
for
to
a
like,
long time.
subscribe, and
they
comment
come into
if there were
hostile
things that
territory,
I could have
Steven.
did better
Take this
in my
one by
pitching
1
game
run.
than I
Both
didn't
teams
do.
had a chance to win it. Goes
So
down to the
until
very
next
end,
time,
but the
folks,
visiting
enjoy
club
the show,
outplayed
And
and
until next time, this is Gary Thorne.
remember,
along with
I
John
am
Clark
trying
and
to,
Steve
I will
Phillips. We'll
start
catch you
trying to
at the
put
yard.
videos up every week. So I hope you enjoy this, and until next time, see you later.